What up, y'all? It's your boy Sean Two Stacks and my boy B New.
What's good, y'all?
You ugly. we ain't been here in a while, but we've been handling some things on the side. We're getting ready for this DreamCon tournament. Y'all already know what's going on with that. And those who don't know, that's a tournament where you play Smash Brothers in the tournament format, and the winner gets 2 tickets to DreamCon, pay hotel stay, and to kick it with us a little bit of their choice, of course. So B, man, besides the tournament, man, we talked to it last time, man. What you excited for it, man?
Am I excited for DreamCon? I am absolutely excited for DreamCon because at the end of the day, we gonna have a great time.
Yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie though. The only downside of DreamCon I don't like is that fucking heat, boy.
Oh yeah, the heat be atrocious.
Like I swear to God, I feel like they as soon as you go outside, you're like, oh, you outside, huh? I'm a tracksuit, bitch. Like, for real.
You go out there and start instantly sweating. You're like, bro, this is straight heat. This ain't dry heat. I mean, no, it's dry heat. It's not humid heat. Just to let people know, it is dry heat.
Yeah, because last time we went, that grass was dead as hell.
Humid and dry are two different things. I think humid is hotter to me personally, but some people think dry heat is
So
hotter.
what would you, if you could, I know we don't prefer no kind of heat, but what would you rather pick, dry or humid?
I would prefer dry heat. I mean, at least it's just hot. Like you go out there and you sweating, your sweat ends up evaporating. So you know that. But when it's humid, you feel like you suffocate and you're like, oh my God, I can't hold this heat.
So
also, before you even say something else, also please, when DreamCons happen, y'all don't just run around crazy and actually run over somebody at DreamCon, because that kind of happened before.
Yeah, some girl got fucking trampled low key. But she was good though, to my knowledge. But since we're on the subject about heat, it's the summertime. Of course, it wasn't no E3, so everybody had their own segment, except Nintendo for some odd reason.
Yeah,
it was PlayStation, Xbox, Capcom, but was it Bethesda?
Yes, Bethesda.
So few games came out. Honestly, besides Spider-Man and a little bit of Starfield, that shit was mid to me.
You forgot the most important one though.
What's
I would say it was kind of mid, but you forgot the most important one, Metal Gear Solid.
I mean,
they're remaking it, but just to let them know, it's like pretty much they're remaking Metal Gear Solid 3.
For the current gen and stuff like that.
Yep.
But the thing is, man, like, without Hideo Kojima, is it gonna still hit the same? Because he's strong on storytelling. So
yeah, I mean, if they're remaking it, it's just gonna be the same story, so they don't really have to do too much. The only thing that I think is going to be different is that it's going to be an open world. Honestly, I actually do think it's going to be an open world, kind of like Guns of the Patriot and what's the other one? Phantom Pain.
I just hope they don't try to change. If they do remake it, don't try to make it too much like the other games. Because on Metal Gear Solid 3, it didn't have a solar-time radar. You didn't have no radar, rather. You just had because it was no it was a time frame. It was like the 70s, the early 70s or 60s or something like that.
It wasn't the 40s.
It
wasn't the 40s. No, it was about the 60s or 70s.
Yeah.
I was about to say the 40s. First, I was like, no, that's
hell no.
Big. I mean, that was the boss where she was a soldier in the 40s and all that. So I was like, no, it was about the 60s or 70s.
So needless to say, be hyped for Metal Gear.
Oh, yeah,
I mean, needless to say, like for me, I grew up Metal Gear, so it's like no brainer.
We all wanted Shadow Moses Island, Metal Gear Solid remake. That's what everybody wanted. But they did Venom Snake, which is, like I said, ain't nothing wrong with it.
Even though he wasn't a snake, he's just a dude. They made plastic surgery, man. But anyway, besides that, they had a bunch of games. My personal opinion, they had a bunch of games that I really didn't care for. Like Starfield looked sweet, and they had some shooter. Capcom had some shooter games. Like you shooting dinosaurs. Like
Ark, I think it's called Ark.
Whatever.
So.
It wasn't Ark. It's not.
No, not Ark. I had the game. I know what you're talking about. It's like Dinosaur Wars or something.
Yeah, like I don't know. It kind of reminded me of what's that robot game that flopped? That was like Iron Man. Anyway, I'm not even gonna go down that rabbit hole. But besides the point, I really ain't gonna look into because Capcom pretty much just reshelling out Resident Evil for Switch, showing it's virtual for the Resident Evil 4 remake. That game was fire.
Capcom's putting all this energy on Street Fighter 6.
Yeah, they banking on that.
I cannot say this enough. I cannot stand Street Fighter.
But why though?
This nigga's a sorry ass game. I'm gonna take that back. What I don't like about Street Fighter is Ryu. I think he sucks. Ken, I think he sucks.
But what's your reasoning why they suck?
Why? I don't think they're good characters. Like, I don't think. First of all, I understand that they're the traditional basic character. Yeah. So their movesets are easy. I just think their storyline sucks. Like,
but because their storyline suck, that don't mean ain't nobody looking to play Street Fighter for story. Like, dude, what? But anyway, dog. Yeah, it's so many people that tell you shut the fuck up behind that because that's just your sole opinion. Because
it is
I feel like them in Mortal Kombat and the Art of Fighting is the progenitor and King of Fighters, progenitor of fighting games. So you're not gonna like every iteration of the game, but you can't deny the game is still fun. So you ain't played it, so how you can't.
I stopped playing Street Fighter a long time ago. Now, when you said Mortal Kombat, that game is still fun. When you're saying King of Fighters,
but you don't play Mortal Kombat. That's what I'm confused about.
I do play it. I just don't. I don't. When it comes to fighting games, I just don't play them for hours. I'll play a few characters here and there, and then at a certain point, I'm like, okay, I'm done.
So how you get? My question is, you get so excited, you play for a little bit, then you just get the fuck on.
Yeah, I get excited because most of the time when I'm playing a fighting game, I'm more excited for the guest characters now because they normally have guest characters in like video games now.
Yeah.
So for whatever reason, that's the new mantra or whatever, where they're now all of a sudden bringing in guest characters. So the rumors of Mortal Kombat guest characters are a little suspect. I really hope it ain't true, but if it is, whatever. At least one of them, I didn't like one of them.
Who?
The John Cena character in DC.
What's the name with the metal helmet?
Yes. I don't know.
I know who it is. I just can't think right now.
I had a whole brain freeze.
Peacemaker?
So, yes, Peacemaker. You know, because I never call him Peacemaker, so that's why I had a brain freeze. Because I call him Homemaker, but anyway, or Bitchmaker. But anyway, the point I'm making is that he's supposed to be in the game. I'm like, dude, you could have picked any DC character, any DC villain,
right?
Peacemaker. Or any DC vigilante.
I don't care. The game's still gonna be fun.
No, I know. I mean, I'm still gonna play. I'm just saying when you pick sorry to mid guest characters, it's just like that was a waste of a space. We talked about that in Smash Brothers. Look at all the Fire Emblem characters.
Dude.
Look at all of them. It's like, dude, this is a waste of space.
What's the blue dude name that basically got Ike move, but he stabs down like
Chrome.
Like
That's what I'm saying. Like it's just it was just a waste of space. Like you could have added Knuckles in the game, Shadow the Hedgehog, Crash Bandicoot. We're gonna get on Crash in a minute.
I would have liked to see Crash.
Right, Crash Bandicoot or Pokemon. All these dang on Pokemon, but. Getting on to more video games, they are having like this Crash fighting game.
I think I know what is it called?
Like double mash or double fight or something.
Nah, it ain't none of that shit. I forgot.
I know how to double in it.
But all I know is it's like a party game, like a multiplayer comedy.
It is. It's a multiplayer, but it's like a multiplayer fighting game.
It's not. Just don't get it twisted. It's not compared to Smash. It's not like Smash.
It's not like Smash.
It's not like Smash. So.
It's definitely not going to be like Smash or compare. Even though they do have some games that kind of the knockoff games. Some of them are good. Most of them are not.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't paid attention to a Crash game since the collection. Like, and I barely played that. I played Crash Warped, and like, it was okay.
He was supposed to be PlayStation's mascot, and at some point,
when I think when it got tough over there at Naughty Dog, when they ain't had no good hit games, they're like, oh, let's go over in this console, let's attract these people. But whatever.
No, that's when they end up creating Infamous and then Uncharted.
Uncharted, it did its thing though.
Uncharted was fun. I enjoyed that game.
I wish they had more of the co-op aspect of it too, because the one on PlayStation 4, or is it 3? You can do like the little 4 or 3-player co-op. I can't remember. I played it like once or twice because at the time I didn't have a PS4. It's a long story.
Tekken. They also come out with Tekken.
Tekken looks good. Like,
yes, it looks great. Tekken looks.
Like, I used to play Tekken, but I didn't get into it as much as I did Street Fighter. Cause like I know, and I with Tekken, I knew, like, you know how certain fighting games you know how to do every move set.
Yeah. And
some you just whatever the fuck ever, you got a roundabout guess. That's how it was with Tekken, but it got to the point from when they had with Akuma in there. That's the one
7.
That's the one I really learned the button layout.
Revelations or Revolution. Revelations or Revolutions.
Either way it goes.
It had Geese Howard in it too, which was funny.
Ain't that from King of the Fighters?
Yeah, Fatal Fury. Oh, Fatal Fury. I know we all over the place, but he just reminded me real quick that they're coming out with a new Fatal Fury. I'm hyped.
But my question is it the OG anime or is it like the Cyber Connect Dragon Ball Z type animation?
That's the.
They just announced it. They ain't show nothing.
They just announced it. They've been announcing the new Fatal Fury, so it's probably going to be Rock Howard.
Okay.
Rock Howard's probably going to be the main fighter because the last Fatal Fury was Garu, Mark of the Wolves. I think that's what it was called. Terry Bogard obviously was older and all that, and Rock became the main hero. So yeah, we'll see. I just wanted to say about Fatal Fury. And
then just to touch back on like how they just basically said fuck E3, we're gonna do our own shit. The fact there's lack of presence from Nintendo. And like I don't understand because this is y'all time to shine. Cause I feel like every year Nintendo come out with a new console, they have the ball and drop it every time because they just come out with this game, let me just put it like this: Metroid Prime, Smash, a Mario game, a Pikmin game, or a Zelda game, and then just taper off. And then a Pokemon come in to carry the brunt of the weight, and then next thing you know, nothing.
Listen, Nintendo's like, look, we gave y'all everything we had, so we taking a break.
Yeah, man.
That's what they're taking a break.
Like the Tears of the Kingdom game is fun, flat out.
Is it?
Yeah, dude. It plays. It reminds me of Elden Ring, almost, but not like how you die and you lose everything. But it's just like Link be getting fucked up on that game, and it's not like how he used to die. He just and just fall down. No, this motherfucker fall from a building, get hit with a club. He ragdoll down the mountain. I actually been enjoying the hell out of that game. Like if I can give a quick review right now, 10 out of 10. Now, only gripe I got with Nintendo is that they always talk about, oh, we focus on fun and this and this. Y'all can have the hardware to make this shit look way better. Like the games they have, dude, they can set Nintendo like they can make the best games better games. Only gripe I got about it, man, is the control map. You can't change your controls. Like the jump is the very top, like the Y button and stuff like that, and I'm like
pretty much what you're saying is that the jump button is it introverted? It's introverted?
Nah, it's just like in a goofy spot, like if this was like opposite Xbox or PlayStation, it'd be the Y or the triangle. Don't nobody want the jump button to be the way button up there. Like it's either A or, you know what I'm saying, the A button or the X button. But outside of that, that's the only gripe I got. about that. And just Nintendo, just like no presence there. No presence there. But outside of video games, though, these summer movies been so far been fire. Fire. Like, I went and seen that Spider-Man, bro, day after my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Needless to say, out of all the Spider-Man movies, live action, this kind of blows the roof off all the other ones, because it's just like, it got to the, this is my opinion, it got to the point, and it showed Spider-Man and all that stuff, and stiff ass Miguel, Spider-Man 2099 Spider-Man, that dude was a dick. And his old gatekeeping ass and fucking.
So needless to say, based on what you're saying, you didn't like Spider-Man 2099.
No, this dude was brutier than Batman, dude. With like it just was like you play. I don't want to say too much without spoiling the movie for those who ain't seen it, but the fact of the matter is this: Miguel O'Hara. It's still three things about that movie, the people I didn't like. I'm not gonna say why. Other than Miguel O'Hara, he just broody as fucking angry with a chip on his shoulder. I didn't like him. I didn't like Gwen because you basically you know what the fuck going on. You could have said something. If you fuck with me, how you say you fuck with me, and yeah, cause I can't say nothing else without giving it up.
What about the third?
The third thing, that didn't like, or just that
you didn't like. You said you was 3 characters you didn't like. We got
Jessica,
Miguel, Gwen, and
what's her name? Issa Rae, Spider Woman. Jessica, is it Drew?
Yeah, Spider Woman.
Yeah, Issa Rae murdered that role. It was just dope.
But you didn't like her character.
I didn't like her how she was portrayed. No, with the part of the plot that I'm not gonna spoil. That's why I don't like her. But outside of that, yeah. But shout out to Spider-Punk though. That nigga was dope. He was the realest one in that movie. That's all I'm gonna say. He was one of the realest ones in the movie.
Okay, what's the other summer movie that you think was great?
I'm gonna tell you the one that was great so far for the summer. Transformers, bro.
No, one beastie, yeah.
Like, dude, cause like for this one, I gotta say it, cause I seen all the Transformers movie, all that. I got tired of hearing Green Day so damn much through the movies and fucking random ass Optimus Prime speeches over Green Day type shit. Like, but besides all that, me being me, the movie was dope. It wasn't too much human. It was the right ratio, more transforming than human in this movie. The story, the soundtrack for one. The soundtrack, bro, top tier for a Transformers movie.
So you said the soundtrack,
the
story, and
the ratio
between
Transformers and the screen time. You know what I'm saying? Because like, I feel like because they started from Bumblebee till here, like because it's all before Michael Bay stuff.
Right. So this movie takes place before.
It's taking off where Bumblebee was at. So this like 90, 94, okay. 95.
All right, so take place where Bumblebee at, but before the first Transformers?
Way before it. Because I remember it was in the 2000s when the first, like the kind of the beginning 2000s when the Michael Bay ones.
Yeah, but
because
the humans didn't know the Transformers existed, if I remember the first one.
They did after the fact, and
whatever.
Did you watch them all? Have you seen them?
I have not seen the newest Transformers, but
have you seen all of them?
I've seen all of them.
Okay, you seen Bumblebee, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so man, the soundtrack was dope. I'ma just say I can't even say that because I'd give it away. I know I'm the spoiler king, but I ain't that damn spoiler because like it was dope. Let's just say the music was perfect in the movie. It wasn't too much. It wasn't too much. Nobody screaming Bumblebee. That's the only thing I hated about the other movies. People screaming Bumblebee and shit. But besides that, it was a good movie. Now I can't wait to go see Flash when that come out. So there's that. But yeah, man. I know you can't wait to go see the Flash.
Yeah, well, I would say that I'm hoping Ezra Miller does a good job with the Flash.
Yeah, man. We can touch on Ezra Miller a little bit, man, because
I didn't plan on talking about it.
nah, I'll talk about it because like it's like he started a chain reaction of controversy with comic book movies and characters. Because now I ain't gonna. No, I'm not even gonna talk about it. I ain't gonna talk about it. I'm just gonna leave that alone. Just leave it. We're gonna leave that alone.
I'm just saying.
But I'm gonna say leave it alone.
No, I'm not talking about that. But since you brought, I was more referring to his acting as the Flash. Like, dude, you need to go back to Harry Potter or something, man. Cause this ain't it. So I'm hoping that he does it better. But if I see this movie and this dude is still trash, because the trailer, his comedy was still trash. I don't know. Hey, y'all gonna hear it here first. I'm gonna go off.
Man, I'm so weak.
So, like, dude, you cannot disrespect the Flash. And then they talking about, oh, well, we might use him in the new Police guy. Hell no. Hell no. You just shaved off 10 points from your universe having Ezra Miller. I mean, yeah, Ezra Miller as the Flash.
But I need to just say this, man. I just hope they just don't butcher the beginning of the whatever new universe that James Gunn and old boy trying to get. Because I'm just being honest. As long as I've been alive, I'm not trying to see no more reboots, retconning of characters, because I just be like, yeah, I'm cool. I am cool on that shit.
I mean, that's what comic books do. That's what separates comic books and manga, because you gotta go through 1,000 reboots, because comic books, they don't, like change too much.
I mean, at all. Like that's people in general. People don't like change.
Right. So for comic books, you're just gonna see reboots of the same characters, I mean, I understand. Like you could say, well, that's whack because you have a character that did his thing. I'll give you an example. Like you have Steve Rogers, Captain America, Sam Wilson as Captain America. If Sam Wilson, and if you have fans that enjoy Sam Wilson as Captain America, you go, oh, Captain America did his thing, we got Sam Wilson. Then they rebooted back to Captain America, Steve Rogers. So the fans of Sam Wilson, Captain America, gotta watch him go back to being the Falcon. And then it's like, bro, you ain't that sweet when you the Falcon.
Yeah, you got a point there, dude. Like you kind of smoked me with that. I'm like, because it's true. And I think too, man. I think Marvel. Just thinking about Marvel, right as you said that stuff, though, they about to backpedal on some stuff because Marvel ain't doing too hot.
None of the announcements are doing too well. It's really just based off of how they marketed their movies and TV shows, and unfortunately, the way they market it, a lot of fans in the industry, the fandoms of that industry are not feeling it. I ain't gonna say what it is because I mean, we know what it is. It's what they call wokeism. Just to let y'all know. So for a lot of people, they feel like Marvel's being too woke, and because Marvel's being too woke is why they're getting a lot of backlash, because they are changing characters that are historically white to black, and then that causes this chain reaction, and that's why you got red pill guys bringing this stuff up, like, oh, well, what if we do this? Like, so that's why I say maybe you should just keep the character the same. That prevents all the whining and the wokeism.
Yeah, but I can agree to that to a certain extent, but at the same time, it'll get boring and predictable.
I mean, the only thing I can say is that creating new character or you don't even have to create. There's a lot of existing minority, whatever type of character you're looking for. They exist in the universe, whether they're hero or villain. All they have to do, writers have to do, is get the green light, bring them back, just like Milestone. Milestone was in the 90s, 1993 is when they first came out.
Yeah.
And then they got revived to 2021, and
True.
they're trying to go strong. That's what
Right.
you can do. And then you update the characters to represent more modern times. That's all you have to do. That's basically what comic books do. That's how Superman and them stay in the running, because all they do is just update them for
Right.
modern times, whatever timeline they're in. By, let's say, year 4000, Superman's gonna be have a whole new power set. That's a whole different topic,
He get him
because
and
we ain't gonna be around for that.
him and Batman get so many new power sets and moves, man.
They new villains, or they're the villains that we're used to seeing get updated. So,
True.
but
Man. But yeah, man, check for us. Stay posted to our socials for the tournament, the DreamCon tournament. Ticket giveaway. 2 tickets. Hotel stay paid. Got anything to say before we get up out of here, B-New?
I have nothing to say. Just peace out, y'all.
I always have something to say. Fuck Brian. We out.